Good evening and welcome to Truth Beyond Paranormal. Tonight we come from South Essex and Kelvedon Hatch Secret Nuclear Bunker. Kelvedon Hatch Nuclear Bunker was built between 1952 and 1953 as part of ROTA. ROTA was a Ministry of Defence programme to harden and improve Britain's air defence network. It was designed to provide command and control of the London's Fighter Command. Join us and witness the truth as we venture underground and find out the hidden mysteries that lay beneath and the secrets not told until today. Sam had gone alone into one of the most areas of the location. She seems to start feeling the effects of whatever or whoever haunts the place not long after getting to the stairwell. In this location, the stairwell is significant, as many moons ago it was said someone had committed suicide there. Throughout this part you can hear something underneath Sam's voice while she talks. Once her camera was off, someone or something tries to make its presence known.
Very nasty feel to it. So I'll just let you guys have a look down here. Actually, I need to pee, to be fair. No entry this way. I've just got to here. This is as far as I need to go before I don't feel great. So, right, so there is the ladies' toilets. Would help if I had it in focus, really, wouldn't it? So that's the ladies' toilets. This is the male toilets. This is the room leading into there. So here we go. Hoping that was just the door going. So there is a little light there. Right. 1 second, I'm just going to stay in the doorway here for a second. Whatever you do, I'm going to stay in the doorway here for a second. Whatever you do, I'm going to stay in the doorway here for a second. Whatever you do, everybody here so far has said that they don't like this room. Is it possible that you could show me the reason why they don't like this room? Currently I don't feel too bad. I do feel a little bit breathless, like that is the main part that I'm feeling in here. Or down here is I feel breathless, and that's what I was getting before I came into this place. So I'm not going to be able to see shit. I come with the greatest of respect into this place. I have protection on me. Would you like to make yourself known to me, please? You won't be able to see shit on here, by the way, guys, because I do not have my lights on me, because that is all part of the plan. Ooh. Hello, mannequins. That's lovely, isn't it? Okay, I'm getting a bit more breathless now. Oh, so this is where we were before. With that lovely man laying down like he's had a stroke. Probably shouldn't say that in a place like here, should I? It's disrespectful and I'm sorry. I won't say any horrible things like that again. I promise. It was just a joke, but I know that joking around sometimes in a place like this is not respected, which is completely understandable. Okay, I heard a breath behind me, so that's my cue to leave. Thank you very much. Oh dear. Leaving swiftly. Thank you, whoever that was that just did that breath behind me. I really appreciate it. We'll be back later. Thank you very much. See you later. Goodbye. Okay, so you can see me now on camera as I am standing. That's too bright. So there you go, that's perfect. We'll get there eventually. So I was in the toilet, as you can tell. I'm literally standing in the toilet as we speak, and I just felt somebody literally tugging really hard on my jeans just now. So yeah, somebody is definitely trying to make themselves known at the moment to me. So if I show you, so obviously that is my camera strap, sorry guys. So if I just focus in on my leg, so it literally felt as if somebody was doing this to my leg just a second ago, just like this. That's what it was doing. And I looked down and it's literally, I've just caught the end of it doing that. So that, like this. So something has done that to my leg and I caught that just as it was doing what it was doing, and now I'm out of focus there. Fantastic. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. Heard somebody sighing or an out breath or something in the computer room just a second ago when I was in there. It just feels really oppressive and a bit dark and moody in there, so that's fun.
During Vigil 1, my group, consisting of myself, Ellen, Mick and Chloe, ventured down to the bottom floor to the long corridor that led to the guard room. During this part of the investigation, there are many sounds that have been revealed to us during the editing process. These have been enhanced slightly or slowed down in order to hear them. Throughout this vigil, we were getting communication through our devices, especially the K2 that seemed to be switching itself on and off at random. Batteries had been changed and brand new, and always had changed before or filming on nights. Mick's camera that had full charge was also drained to the point of almost turning off, not long after we'd started recording. Many of the group had said they'd witnessed a figure at the end of the corridor that seemed to move in the shadows and looked like it was waving to us. Sadly, nothing of note has been revealed on the camera.
Is that the red light you were telling me about before, right at the end?
No, that's the other end.
No, the red light was up that end. The two red lights. The two red lights. The two red lights. We're in the corridor, which is, for the sake of the museum, for the sake of the museum, for the sake of the museum. There are many spirits here in this corridor. There are many spirits here in this corridor. There are many spirits here in this corridor. Everybody that used to work here in life and visits here in death, please come forward. We mean you no harm and we come with the greatest of respect. We would just like to communicate with you. My name is Wayne. We have Mick, Chloe and Ellen. Use our energy to communicate with us. Can you make a sound?
Can anybody hear a high pitch whining camcorder's flashing like anything.
Please come forward.
Here, wait. Watch my battery indicator on my camcorder.
Jesus. Is that on the verge of going to the next step down? You know, from full battery to the next stage of the
It's
battery.
gone right down before as well now.
And that was a full battery, wasn't it?
It's brand new charge. First time I've since we've come
Shouldn't
down.
draw that quick.
No.
Was that one of you two?
Yeah, that was me.
Before the breath from down there.
Glenn said that where they were it was 8 degrees, but over here it was 15. That's a 7-degree difference.
Right, it's dropped to 11.1 over there,
But does this
and it's 9 now.
It will be naturally colder that because that's where the entrance is.
Yeah,
to the
that's
It's
right.
just gone up a degree.
Yes, it's an increase of about 5 or 6 in a short space.
That's yours, eh? You shining the laser down there.
Hmm?
Are you shining the laser down?
And it was, yes.
Oh,
That's temperature gun.
Yeah.
Oh, because I've seen this little white.
Steady on. Blind to be added. Was that you? Did you just make those lights change?
Here we go.
That's bloody bright. Did you just make that grinding sound? Ooh, I went off then. Is that supposed to do that? That's gone right down, look. You tried to communicate with us. Where's it going? It's on, it's switching itself off and then back on again. The light is so dim, it's like the battery's dead. Did you used to work here? Probably saying yes or a no.
Can you go to the red if it's yes?
Ooh. That's one point up to the red light. It seems to be a set pattern. Was this a fresh battery or is this an old one?
It's an old one. Like I say, I forgot to buy a bloody new one, didn't I?
I'm not sure, it seems to be a similar pattern to switching on and off, but when you switch it off, you can hear it click.
Mm.
Do you reckon I should try the bowl?
Yeah, I'll see if they'll walk towards the REM pod.
To me, I keep. It doesn't seem to change, but every time I turn back that way, It's almost as if someone's standing right in the middle of the corridor.
For the past like 5-10 minutes, which I've not wanted to say anything, every time you come into my eye, I feel like there's something, it looks like there's something there until I look there and it's like it's gone.
What, down this way?
Yeah, it looks like there's something there right now.
Looks like there's someone standing.
Sorry, mate.
And I thought at first it was because I was looking at you and getting the screen coming back.
I thought my eyes were just going to.
But every time I looked back, it was almost as if there was someone standing there.
I can see what you mean. Wayne, come here. There.
Yeah.
There.
Here he is. Yeah.
See, was he waving? What?
Oh, my fucking torch ain't working.
I've got my torch. What is that?
There. Oh, that's the boiler thing.
Yeah, but it was waving.
Yeah, it looked like it's
That's more
moving.
to the point.
Something's
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's always something about this tunnel.
But it's like every time I look back, it's like whatever I see just disappeared until as soon as I look away again, I can see it again.
Yeah.
No, what I was looking at was definitely that bit of machinery, that's for sure.
So what explains the wave?
Me shaking my hand, maybe making it look. I mean, it did look like there was something.
Is everybody's phone on flight mode? So that could be the phone that was doing that. Whatever it is, this is picking something up, and it feels like it keeps walking past us, keeps going backwards and forwards, which would be indicative of no guard. As part of the first vigil, Sam's group had started off using the singing bowl. Singing bowls send out a frequency which is said to help open the connection between the two realms, and not much seemed to happen to begin with until Marcus turns on the necrophonic app. The spirits seem to want to communicate by saying their names with the disembodied voices, and through the app itself, along with the group being told to leave constantly. At a very similar point to when Mick's camera starts dying, Sam's seems to also lose battery at the same time. How is it possible that two different cameras in two separate areas of the location can die simultaneously? Plus, both Martin and Robin started to get emotional whilst looking at the water controller signage. However, that is not all that this group caught. Keep watching to find out what else they captured.
Let's see if I can actually get it to do what I want it to do. I'll stand in the middle actually. Calling out to any of the spirits in this room, in this place. Please come into this room where we are currently. We would like to communicate with you tonight. Can you come into the room where we are? Can you come and communicate with us through taps, voices, or any other communication techniques that you have? You could move one of the chairs, any of the objects in the room. You can throw something our way.
Move one of the chairs, any of the objects in the room. You can throw something our way.
As long as you don't hit any of us. Like you did last time, we have heard that you hit somebody in the ear last time and caused them to bleed with a rock. We don't want any of that happening tonight, but if you could throw something towards us, we would greatly appreciate it, just not at any of us. We could feel you earlier in here. You were making one of the rooms go really, really cold, very, very quickly. Just as I said that, I started to feel very cold.
Yeah,
Okay.
same on the back.
Yeah. Is it cold over there where you are as well? Yeah. Thank you for that. We appreciate that.
Sam, would it be okay for me to ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask questions. Anybody here can ask any questions that they want.
If you was one of the water coordinators, can you possibly make it so that one of us gets like either a chill down our back or something that's going to be able to signify that it's us? Because for some reason, every time I'm looking at the water coordinator sign, I keep getting really emotional.
Okay.
If getting really emotional.
Okay.
If there's any way that you can show if that is you, please do. If there's any way that you can show if that is you, please do.
Yeah, same. It just feels so heavy in here. Just feels
I
heavy.
don't know what it is, but whenever I look at any of the other signs, I'm fine. But every time I'm looking directly at the water coordinator sign, I feel like I want to break down into tears, and I don't know what it is. But it's the only one that keeps making emotion. That's why I went around today. Question. When you say your neck, does it feel like it's slightly tightening by any chance?
No,
Okay, so it's not.
it's just like it's making me aware, and something's making me aware that like I don't know, maybe that was a pain.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
Yeah.
Something putting
Yeah, I got
something
a-
on you,
When I was
like
over there, got a weird
representation.
tingly feeling
It
on my
could
neck.
be. Do you want to try the necrophonic?
Yeah, can do.
Do you want to try the necrophonic?
Yeah, can do.
Also, Sam, I'll alert you of the guy, told my dad as well, which is around the side, so as you go around the corner a bit, you've got so as you go around, you can go around the side where all the actual string is. When I went around the room, I assumed my dad, as I was walking, I was supposed to walk quietly, and I heard what sounded like a pop from behind me.
I had that as
felt
well.
fine until he got to that point, and even Dad said that he didn't go into one up as well.
Really?
Which is why I thought I
Oh.
mentioned it just in case. Because when I walked through to here, when I was going there, I was fine. Went in there, I was fine. As soon as I looked at the walk coordinator, I got really emotional. And then since then, I've just felt cold. Being literally exactly what me and Chloe felt.
Right.
Being there and there.
Just on the hands.
Yeah,
Yep.
literally.
It's exactly the same with me as well. It's
And
just
I don't
across.
know what it is.
It's just across the back of the hands and the palms,
Yeah,
and that's
literally
it.
There.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, but I was fine until I purposely stopped.
Oh. Okay. Apparently, there's something trying to focus in and out and in and out on you. Can you bring that back into focus for me, please? Thank you. Straight away. Cool. That happens a lot. They like to walk in front of my camera and then everything goes out of focus, and I'm like, thanks, that's really not helpful. Leave straight away.
Should we all go for one day? Should we just like be out?
Any spirits here tonight? My name is Mark. I don't mean you any harm. I've just come to get to know you and confirm your presence. If you are here with us tonight, can you try and give us a sign?
Hi.
Can you try and copy me?
Well, it said hello. I think it did that, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
That
Hello.
It said hello. You did that. Nice.
Can you tell us your name?
Hello.
What is that?
It's something that, like, you know, when you tune a radio station and you go through all the signals.
Yeah.
There was a
It's
child
something
there.
that does that. It goes through all the signals, and the idea is that things
Fire
that
alarm, I
slightly
just heard there
changed
come
signals
out.
will start trying to use that to zone in. Because it's hard to knock things again when they're dead. Oh, it is very scary.
So I just felt like someone was standing in that jacket. Like that. Like someone was just
Chloe.
in that jacket.
Yeah,
Chloe,
yeah,
did you hear that?
yeah.
Chloe. Are you currently upstairs or wherever they are? I actually don't know where they are. Are you currently with Chloe? Yes. Can you tell us what they are doing currently? I'm not freaking focusing on anything currently. I don't know why I'm filming.
Can you tell us where you are?
I'm close to you. Just said I'm close to you. Hold that for a second. Leave again. Leave again. We always get leave.
If you
Why
want,
do you want us to leave?
if you want us to leave, can you make a bang or make a loud noise? Maybe bang on the cabinets.
Yeah, it's totally out again.
Out. Leave. Just leave. Out. Leave.
That's one thing that I heard after you said fire alarm, which scared me, which I didn't say anything. But from the sound of it, after you said leave, fire alarm, I heard help us. And now I kept hearing now it's just leave and out.
Clear.
What was that thing called? What is that thing called? Signal.
Necrophonic.
Necrophonic.
This is like it's basically tuning into every signal or frequency that can be picked up.
For our safety, is it something that you're scared of?
If you want us to leave, can you give us a clear sign that you want us to leave? Get out.
Get out. Pull again.
That sounds like get out.
Get out, yeah. We've had a lot of get out and a lot of leave.
Why do you want us to get out of here for?
Leave. That was really.
I haven't had this on at all. Oh wow. That has just drained my battery and so I've been looking at it.
So I don't know if you can see, that has literally drained my battery as I was just watching it. So that's interesting. So I've got no battery on that now already.
We proceeded to investigate the map room, and for a while nothing seemed to happen. The room itself was quite warm and comfortable, but after a while Chloe started to state that she felt cold. Mick proceeded to take some photos, and as you can see by the sequence, that there is a strange green object. At first we thought it was lens flare. However, if you look in sequence, the flare is not there in all of the photos. As you know, lens flare is created when there is a light source either in front or reflected off a shiny surface. But the light is there in every single photo, yet the green object isn't. We leave it for you to decide.
Right, I've left my thing recording over there. I'm going to leave that in here.
Right, you've just got to remember it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's get down to this tunnel then, so we don't cause any upheaval for the James in the motorway.
One of our reliable sources from the team has stated that TikTok actually refers to the way that people walk during the war.
Tick. Tick. Tick what?
Can you walk towards us? Let us hear you. Just want to know you're here.
If there are any spirits in here, can you please come forward? Isn't it weird? There don't seem to be no reverberation or anything in here.
There's nothing.
If there are any spirits in here, please come and talk to us. Please come forward.
Okay, we're going red.
Can you tap one of these for us?
Did you work in this room? What's that? Is that someone's stomach rumbling?
No, I did do 2 deep breath, but I didn't. It sounded like that room in there.
That's one of the fluorescent lights on the ceiling. Debunked. I don't know, it sounded a bit like a stomach rumble, but it was a lot lower and deeper.
That could be me.
No, it was coming this side.
Yeah, my stomach won't stop growling, so it could have been me.
Unless it's a ventriloquist's stomach. Unless it's a ventriloquist's stomach. On the desk in front of Ellen there's a little black box that has words on the screen. Can you make words generate on the screen for us?
Everybody.
We're all here, there's a few of us upstairs, but we're all the people that are down here. Did you hear that reverb?
Yep.
Now why have we got reverb in here but we didn't in there?
Don't know.
That's a bigger room. That room's 3 times the size of this room, yet this has got reverb in it and that ain't. Come forward. Chloe standing in the doorway has a little box that has a green light on it. Can you make it flash for us, please? Can you make it change colour?
out to guide me. It's always at the worst time.
I feel that there is energy building, but there's not enough.
Like I say, it's only early, but
It just feels to me like it's too quiet.
yeah.
It's like they're in the shadows watching us and they're not too sure whether to come out or not. They're just giving us the minimal.
So either that or we're going to get something big later. Not quite sure what.
It's possible I've experienced that before here and other places as well. Harry's Readout Fort's done that as well. Not much has happened to start off with.
During this part of filming, we seem to have captured some very interesting phenomena whereby lights flicker on and off as if they are responding to questions. We also did a really cool Ouija board session whereby we seem to have connected with somebody that doesn't want to show their true identity. Watch and find out more.
Bear in mind, all the lights are switched off.
Feels warm. Really it is warm.
Bearing in mind, just quick, Chris can actually tell you. Right, I just said to him, I'm not coming in through that window because I've got a headphones on.
I saw a flash go up.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, Sam, a minute ago I just said to Chris, I'm not going through that him because I heard someone say shh as I went to try and say something, which is why I'm like, no, I'm not going to get brighter.
There is something in this room. There is something in this room. Do you know how I know? Because obviously when I was behind Sam, an orb went up.
It was like a shard of light, wasn't it?
I feel lots of electricity.
Sorry, I'm going to turn this back on again now so then I can actually see what the hell I'm doing.
I literally said to Chris.
Is that like...
That stopped.
It's stopped now.
Sam, turn it off. Stop it, turn it off.
It's
Yeah, it's
stopped.
entirely stopped now as it's started. That one's still going as its own. Oh, it started again.
Oh, it started again.
Question, if there's any spirits in it, can you stop playing with the lights for a second? If that's okay. Can you stop flashing them for us? Even if it's just for a moment.
See, that one on the right is so faint that I can't actually see it.
We're not here to hurt you, we purely want to try and know your past. Can you please switch the light off?
There's other lights going on as well,
Thank
all
you.
around that light.
Can you
Thank
turn it
you.
back on for us, please? If that is okay. I don't mean to ask a lot of you, it's purely so that we can see again.
If you need to use one of our energies, just to make this light flicker that we're looking at, please.
Being the one you've just switched off. Yeah, that's a fire. That's a fire statement.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
We really appreciate
I'll
that.
have to try switching that one on.
Yeah, go for it.
That would be these.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No.
You see that one is literally turned off completely
That's come
now.
off completely.
No, it hasn't.
It's too dim to see it.
Too dim to see it.
Yeah, but
That was really bright.
surely, if this switch is on, surely that switch is only for this light here. So
Yeah.
surely that would turn all the
All
other
of
lights
them.
on.
Yeah, it should do.
Yeah, because there's only two here.
No,
No, we didn't.
we left the
Based on
lights.
you were looking at that when that just happened.
Unfortunately, I wasn't.
No, I was just stood here, did that, it wasn't on properly, so I just went, question, you guys turn it off. Went like that, as soon as I got to here, it flipped itself back on. As soon as I walked towards the door to try and see whether or not the light switch was off.
Anyone else here? Else here? Else here?
we will open the board now.
I thought I heard a whistle.
Okay, so what's just been that noise?
Yeah, there's 3 of us that heard a noise.
It was very quick, it just went,
Yeah, literally. As Sam was talking.
yeah.
In this board now by going round in a little circle, and then if you want to communicate once we've done that, you can come through and you can talk to us. So if we just go round in a little circle just to build up the energy a little bit. And push the board a bit this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that alright? Oh God, sorry. I didn't mean to do that, sorry guys. So, can you come and communicate with us please? Can you tell us if you are here? If you are here, could you take it towards... Okay, thank you. I'd be really upset. I'd be really upset if it just said no. K. Is that K?
No.
NW?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northwest.
NWN.
That could be coordinates, couldn't it?
Northwest by North 1.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Can you take the planchette back to the board?
How are you gonna get back up there now? Huh? How are you gonna get back up? Okay. I'm trying. Okay. It's not gonna work.
We need to move it. It was saying for us to
It wants us to take the Ouija board down there so that it can lever it back on.
There you go.
There you go.
Is that better?
Okay.
Is that what you wanted us to do?
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. Well, we have now. No, please don't go off again. Please don't. Oh, you got stuck. Sorry. I need to varnish this, don't I?
Or just put lacquer on it.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I apologise. Could you please tell us your name, the first letter of your name, please? So this is probably what you were trying to tell us before, isn't it?
No. No.
No.
This is what you were trying to tell us before. No.
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 No, that's not what you were trying to say.
That is not what you were trying to
So
say.
N?
So is the first and second letter of your name N? Oh, okay.
Norman.
Yes.
Yes.
Norman, did you have a rank as a soldier?
Yeah.
Are you able to tell us what rank you held?
Zero.
01. What does that mean?
Were you a private, Norman?
It was like, maybe.
Yeah, 01, first rank.
Is there anyone here with us?
Yes, thank you. Oh, so this was what we were getting before. This is who I was getting before. Okay.
I had a feeling it was a
R A N.
Frank.
Oh, I had a feeling that was Franklin first. Let's just spell it out.
B. Here we go. N.
Banks.
Banks.
That's why we heard it.
That's why we
We
had
heard
banks.
banks.
Banks coming
And if you
through.
think about it, that's why when we said to anyone talk to us, yes, Eve, no, can you do something? I can. I can't, don't do it.
Leave.
And that's why he's saying leave, go,
Leave, go.
leave.
Norman, was your dad trying to tell us to leave earlier on? Yes.
Norman,
Yes.
Norman, was you the one that was causing me pain to my neck?
Yes.
Yes, it was almost a warning.
Was that a warning to try and get me to leave?
Oh,
Yes.
that was so quick. He was like, yeah.
Did you cause pain to me, Norman, in that room?
Yes. Yeah. Is,
Only ever done
I don't even particularly want to ask this, but
Do it.
is your father putting a lot of stress onto my body currently? Because I thought so. Okay. What was his name? Frank, wasn't it? Does Frank Banks want to come forward and speak to me? Oh, he does not want. Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
That's probably best.
Does he want to talk to any of us?
I know who he probably will talk to.
Can you put the first letter of the person that he wants to talk to?
Oh.
What is the second letter? Third letter? What about the fourth?
Mark. I knew it was good for you. I knew. I thought it was either you or Wayne.
But your name's Mark with a C.
It is.
And it's Mark with a C, yeah. He knows, whoever it is knows how you
It was
spell
because
your name.
I was having a conversation about it earlier.
Oh, really? So somebody has been picking up on that.
Question. Norman, have you been following us around since we've been here?
No. Has Frank been? I don't even need to. I don't. Yeah.
Norman, did you intentionally try following us down here after you realised your dad was following us?
Yeah. Well, thank you. You're trying to protect us.
Yes.
Norman, is your father violent?
Yeah. Was your father a surgeon?
No.
Did your father work in the sick bay? Yes.
What else would he have been? I can't think.
He would have been a doctor.
Was he a doctor?
D. O. C. Teach name. O.
Hello.
O. Doctor. Wait, I don't know where it's stopping.
N.
Okay.
Dr. Banks.
What rank did your father hold? If you can tell us. C.
Captain. Oh, corporal.
O.
Was he a corporal?
Yeah. This might be off topic. Norman, do you know what date he died?
2. O.
20.
Was it in the 1920s?
So 20.
10. 9.
29. But 20.
19. Are you on about 2019?
Oh.
Wow, that is extremely
That's
recent.
really early.
Norman, can we confirm, did you die in the year 2019?
N. O.
No. Were you trying to spell out 1920?
Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, 2019 wouldn't make any sense.
I was thinking to myself, I don't think you're meant to be going for 2019.
Could that also be that if we woke up 20 and we went, is it 1920? He's then gone 1920. Yes, it's 19.
Yeah, it's like, it's 19. Yeah, that's what I meant.
1920.
That was a while ago. That was
When-
over a century ago.
When did we develop the atomic bomb?
Because I was thinking to myself, they wouldn't have been stationed here.
1920 was just after the First World War, right?
Norman, how old are you?
18.
How old was your dad when you killed him, Norman?
What? No.
19, no.
No, that doesn't work.
No. Right at the end of this could also be someone that's purposely trying to do manipulation of emotion.
1945.
1945.
You killed your dad in 1945.
How old was he, please?
Zero.
Is it? No.
No, this is something trying to play it out.
I think to be a nice response.
F. A.
Okay.
Mark. I knew it was going to be you. I knew. I thought it was either going to be you or Wayne.
Your name's Mark with a C.
It is.
And it's Mark with a C, yeah. He knows, whoever it is knows how you
It was
spell
because
your name.
I was having a conversation about it earlier.
Oh, really? So somebody has been picking up on that.
Question. Norman, have you been following us around since we've been here?
No. Has Frank been? I don't even need to. I don't. Yeah.
Norman, did you intentionally try following us down here after you realised your dad was following us?
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm trying to protect us.
Yes.
Norman, is your father violent?
Yeah. Was your father a surgeon?
N.
No.
O.
Did your father work in the sick bay? Yes.
What else would he have been? I can't think.
He would have been a doctor.
Was he a doctor?
D. O. C. Hello. Oh, Doctor. Wait, I don't know where it's stopping.
N.
Okay.
Dr. Banks.
What rank did your father hold? If you can tell us. C.
Captain. Oh, corporal.
O.
Was he a corporal?
Yeah. This might be off topic. Norman, do you know what date he died?
2. O.
20.
Was it in the 1920s?
So 20.
10. 9.
29. But 20.
19. Are you on about 2019?
Oh.
Wow, that is extremely
That's
recent.
really early.
Norman, can we confirm, did you die in the year 2019?
N. O.
No. Were you trying to spell out 1920?
Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, 2019 wouldn't make any sense.
I was thinking to myself, I don't think you're meant to be going for 2019.
Could that also be that if you woke at 20 and I went, is it 1920? He's then gone 1920. Yes, it's 19.
Yeah, it's like, it's 19. Yeah, that's what I meant.
1920.
That was a while ago. That was over a century ago.
When did we develop the atomic bomb?
Because I was thinking to myself, they wouldn't have been stationed here.
1920 was just after the First World War, right?
Norman, how old are you?
18.
How old was your dad when you killed him, Norman?
What? No. No, that doesn't work.
No. Right, I feel that this could also be someone that's purposely trying to do manipulation of emotion.
1945.
1945.
You killed your dad in 1945.
How old was he, please?
Zero.
Is it? No.
Before we started our second vigil, Mick placed a dictaphone on top of a filing cabinet. During the course of the vigil, nobody else had entered the computer room floor whilst we were there. However, after our vigil had finished, we listened back on the dictaphone to find that somebody had been present other than us. The 4 of us had been in the room at all the time, and facing the window leading out into the computer room, saw nobody else enter the location. But for some unknown reason, this was caught on tape. So I can't hear it out there. That's only in here, and this is supposed to be So I can't hear it out there. That's only in here, and this is supposed to be. For the second vigil, my group headed into the computer room. We started to use the singing bowl to attract some more energy, and the first 2 attempts the bowl didn't seem to sound the same. This is strange, as I'd never had this occur before. On the 3rd attempt, the frequency rang throughout the whole floor. Later, Chloe and Mick are seen reacting to something, and Chloe states that it sounds like distant crying. Amazingly, we have managed to capture this on camera, and watching it back, it's truly unnerving. By far, This is one of the best pieces of evidence Truth Beyond Paranormal has caught to date. Following on from this, we made contact through the dowsing rods with an RAF airman named George.
Fuck? That is so weird.
It's like sounds being cut off.
Okay. It sounds not a solid tone either. Just going woo 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 woo. And it stopped rather quickly as well. That's better. That's better.
Did you not just hear that? Like,
Yeah. Me?
it was like a meow in a way. Did you not just hear that? Like,
Yeah. Me?
it was like a meow in a way.
Okay, Spirit, we're going to go through letters of the alphabet. When we get to the letter of the start of your name, can you open the rods, please? Answer open for yes and close for no. We need to start in here first and then take it out there. Because they're actually getting a reaction from the rods now. So. Okay, Spirit. It will be open the rods for yes and close the rods for no. We will say the letters of the alphabet. Open the rods at your letter for the first initial. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Fuck's sake. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you.
Awesome.
Can you put the rods back to the middle, please? Thank you very much. I'm going to try for the second letter of your name now. A, B, C, D, E. Thank you. Thank you very much. If your name is George, can you open the rods, please? Thank you.
I had George pop in my head.
But earlier on at home, Ellen said G, and in Burger King you said G as
Yeah,
well,
you
didn't
were
you?
saying G the whole way here. I thought there was a George connected to this, but then I researched it.
Were you a member of the armed forces or private security? Open for armed forces, closed for private security. Thank you. Okay, can you close the rods, please? Closed. Thank you. Are you army personnel? Are you Royal Air Force personnel? That was more of a yes, because it opened first. Are you Royal Air Force? Thank you. 3. 6. So we said what, 14?
So 6 before him.
So that's
seven.
8 people
Related to this.
related to this facility.
6, isn't it?
6 from prior to.
Were you murdered?
Thank you, George. Were you murdered? Can I go back to the centre, please? Were you murdered on these premises? Yes. That's that would mean
I've had this pain in my head.
that would be
since
why
we
you
come
wouldn't
in
have got
here.
George on research.
Was it through a head injury?
George, did you die because of a fight? Were you murdered in a fight? No. So you were murdered on purpose. It was intentional.
Sorry to hear that, George.
Do you know who murdered you?
Yes.
George, was you shot?
I've got a sneaky suspicion you were stabbed, George. Were you stabbed?
Were you bludgeoned? Sorry.
Were you smacked over the head with something?
Were you then hung from the stairwell? Just wondering whether he was bludgeoned and then thrown over the stairs to make it look like it was.
Is the person who murdered you still here?
Were you thrown over the stair railings?
But this is what I mean. There was a suicide on the stairwell, but was he bludgeoned first and then thrown over to make it look like suicide?
Was it made to look like a suicide?
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Did you have any children? Did you have a wife?
Yes, you've got 40 years. So the only way we can narrow it down. Right, George, we're going to ask you again, but in numbers, to open the rods when I get to the number of the decade that you passed. 50s, 60s, 1970s. Thank you, George. Can you go back to the middle? Did you die between 1970 and 1975? Did you sorry, George. Did you die before 1973? 1974?
That was the year. That was the year that I was born.
Did you die in the first 6 months of 1974? So it's the second 6 months. So that is June, July onwards. Did you die in July? August? September? It's a big one. October? Did you die in October? No. November? December?
Was it Christmas time that you died?
Was it before or after Christmas Day? So open for before, closed for after. Before Christmas Day.
Sorry, you didn't see Christmas.
Okay, that's bizarre.
Was it Christmas Eve that you died?
Christmas Eve 1974.
Was the person that killed you your friend? I had a weird feeling it was a friend.
Was it an accident?
No.
It was done on purpose.
Was he...
Well, a friend then if it was done on purpose.
Was the person that murdered you a male? Okay.
Female.
Did he kill you because you knew information about something that you shouldn't have?
It was a female. It was a she. He said no.
Was it your wife that murdered you?
Was she your girlfriend?
Be on the side.
Okay.
No.
Was it a nurse? Do you know why she murdered you?
Did she know, did you know something she didn't want you to know? So she kept you quiet. Was it something she did that you found out about?
Big yes.
So she's done something highly illegal and he knew about it, and so she'd done him over.
Was the thing she done, did she murder other people and you found out?
Thank you, George.
Do you know how many people she murdered?
Okay then, George, we'll go through numbers. Open the rods when we get to the number. 1 person. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5 people. It's just serial killer.
Does that include you?
No.
No, so 6 people in total. Including yourself. And she's definitely not here, George. She passed over.
No, that's no.
Oh, was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was. She's definitely passed on.
No. Okay.
Does she come back here? And that will explain why people feel so negative when they go in that room.
Does she taunt you?
What was that name that popped up when he was upstairs and he said fear?
Lillian.
Lillian. Was her name Lillian?
What's the time?
Does she haunt the medical area? Yeah, she haunts the medical area.
George, was you the last person she killed? No, George wasn't the last person she killed.
George, did you have a baby on the way?
I'm not expecting this.
This is very small. Anything else?
Is she that dark? Is that really in the dark entity that people keep coming across here? Thank you, buddy.
Evil in life, evil in death.
Yeah.
Was she a white woman with brown hair?
Holy fuck.
I just had a picture pop in my head, just, I don't know. A white woman with brown hair.
Was she in her late 20s?
16.1.
Yes.
What was that, sorry?
I asked her if Lillian was in her late 20s, and they went, yeah.
George, is she present in this plane now? She is with us at this precise moment.
Is she stood over by Mick?
Sorry, mate, it's in the middle. Was it her?
I think something's a beep.
Was it her we heard whimpering?
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
From that thing.
No, it wasn't her.
No.
Was that you whimpering?
Oh, I heard a beep. I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. I'm really bloody cold here.
So,
I'm getting it now.
was that you that just made the bleep outside?
Thank you.
George, do you want to be here?
Shut up, man. Do you want to go be...
Is Lillian keeping you here?
Ah, could it have been that squeaking?
Oh,
Because
could
it,
it be,
it
yeah.
just squeaked, yeah.
George, do you want to move on? Do you want to be with your loved ones?
Do you want to go be with your wife and your
We're
children?
going to have to have a word with Sam. We're going to have to move him on. He doesn't want to be here. George, are you still with us? I will move you on if you want to. If you want to go to the light, you can. Do you want me to help you?
Do you want to get away from Lillian?
He wants to move on. He wants to help his family. Are your children still alive, George?
I've just had this emotion of tears come over me. I've got like tears in my eyes. I literally feel like crying.
His children are gone.
George, did Lillian murder your wife and children?
Can you bring it back to the middle, please, George? Thank you.
That's what I'm needing for.
Yeah.
Was your wife and children part of the 6 that she killed?
Was your wife still pregnant at the time Lillian killed her?
We ain't got no documentation of this, you do realise.
Did you
I'll have the camera.
Did you have 2 kids?
The camera's recording.
No. Did you have 3 kids? Yes.
Is Lillian stopping you from moving on? Your wife and children have moved over to the other side. Is that correct? George,
Are you bringing over the emotion of sadness and putting tears in my eyes?
Just literally just that.
George, I seriously don't think you should be here much longer. You need to be with your family. You have waited way too long.
Would you like to go as soon as possible?
I need everybody else to be quiet now. George, I would like you to look around you. The fuck was that?
That recorder.
Oh. Jesus
I was going to
Christ.
say, did you just knock it? Because I thought that...
Sorry, George, I apologise, but I had that turned off.
Thank you for talking to her.
Hang on, no, stop. George, I would like you to look around you. Can you open the rods when you see a light? Okay, George.
Is it over there?
Keep looking at that light, please. Can you bring the rods back to the centre for me, please, George? This is going to take a lot, and Lillian may come and try and stop you. But you have the power of light with you, and that power of light is stronger than Lillian. I would like you to walk towards that light. When you get to that light, I would like you to open the rods for me, please. Thank you, George. Allow the power of the light to encase you and fill you with the warmth and the love of your past ones. With all of the glory, I would like you to step into that light and be at one with your family once more. Peace be with you, George. Is there anybody else still here? George, are you here? It's gone.
Lillian, is that you?
I need to go up for a fag. I need something. I need a drink.
Lillian, we are going.
Say goodbye, quick.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Call Lillian out, we don't want. On Sam's second vigil, in the sick bay, they found another interesting piece of evidence when Chris spots something shining in the dark next to an old cabinet. Upon picking it up, he alerts the rest of the group that he has found a folded 10-pence piece. Everyone in the group tries their hardest to understand what they are seeing and even attempt to debunk it. Broken pencils were found beneath the beds in the same room, along with leftover equipment from other teams. Throughout the sickbay, the intense stench of TCP made everyone walking into the sickbay area feel nauseous and lightheaded. Yet, there is no longer any TCP that remains in the location. Whilst Martin and Sam explain it feels cold, temperatures seem to plummet instantly.
That's literally.
Is that the actual
bent in
proper
half.
10p?
Yeah, it's an actual
Yeah.
10p, and it's like been like bent in.
Question is, what year is it from? You can see.
2013. But I don't know what would have.
What it's got to
bent it.
it's got to be a really seriously heavy object to have bent that.
Yeah.
Either that or someone that's proper
I
stamped on
found
it.
it.
Not, well, don't,
I
wouldn't be
found
bent
it
like that.
near.
No, even if they stamped on it, there's like a
I
perfect.
found it next to that locker there. I picked it up and I was like, "That's actual 10p."
That is really strange.
I think the only way someone could have done that is by hitting it against
Can
something
I see
like
the
that.
locker here?
Yeah, they wouldn't. The big
We have found a pencil.
It's an infrared torch.
That's been done perfectly. Yeah.
And there's another bit there. Infrared torch as well.
I think that could be stuff people have left over from like their past.
Investigations.
Yeah,
Investigations.
Like a broken pencil doesn't make sense.
No.
Broken pencil, that 50p is the strangest thing that I think I've come across object-wise.
Yeah.
That's very
Like an infrared torch.
Because like Marcus said, even
Infrared torch
if
makes
you
sense.
burn it and perfectly bend it, it'd be singed.
Yeah.
There's nothing whatsoever.
It's like there's
And
no
there was no
bash
way.
marks.
Literally, it looks like someone just grabbed it and just folded it in half.
There's no way. you
Yeah,
can't-
it's
you
like
won't
somebody
be able
has
to
the
do it on
strength to
any,
just do this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It doesn't add up.
It is really weird.
Possibly not. You wouldn't be able to do it on anything
On the
because
runway.
on this, it won't fit. It will not fit. On that, it won't fit. That it won't fit. It won't fit under the ladders because you don't. Well, you can move them, but the second you try and bend that up,
It's just gonna come out.
It's just not come out.
And it's not like someone could have stepped on it to do that.
Doesn't that be scuffed?
Something has done that. Because there's no mark. It's perfect.
It literally looks
bend.
like someone's held it and just squeezed it.
Perfect bend.
Super weird.
Yeah, that is an extremely strange object to come across, especially like that.
That looked like a dog tag.
Does a little bit.
This is a military base.
Like that's actually stuck into the floor.
In the ground. I can't get that out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on getting it out.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like a dog tag.
It does.
Of some sort, anyway.
It's like cemented to the floor.
The thing is, this is obviously it's nuclear bunker, so obviously military people were here.
Yeah, no, I know that.
It could have been stepped on so much that it's just cemented to the floor.
Is it cold? It is a bit colder in here.
Colder in this room than it was in that.
It's quite bad that this room being cold would make sense to what it is.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you're in a building, it wouldn't be more colder in here than it would be in
Oh,
there.
yeah, no.
It shouldn't be colder in one room than it is
in the other.
In the other,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
with the door open. But it feels a lot colder in here
Than it is in there. Definitely. It feels a hell of a lot colder in here. Now I wish I had a temperature gun, so I knew what the temperature was, but I don't have one of those. Damn it.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. In fact, it's colder in here than in there.
And it seems to be getting colder as we're talking as well. Like I'm thinking in a minute I'll be able to see my own bloody breath in here.
Yeah, it is actually quite
Chilly.
cold.
Yeah, it is getting chillier and chillier as we're talking.
It's not cold enough to your breath yet.
No, it's not. But
Not yet.
It's getting colder.
It's getting there.
I don't see how a room can get more
Colder as time goes on.
while someone's talking about it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean,
Oh, I don't know if
this room-
that may be your son actually talking.
This room, I feel it's going to be a lot warmer because it's carpeted. There's bedding and a lot more insulation. This one, cold floor, and it is a lot colder
but
in here
it's-
than it is in there.
This is a lot more colder in here. But
It's yeah.
Any spirits in here, in this room with us tonight? My name is Mark. We don't wish you any harm or mean you any disrespect. We're just here to tell your story. Can you make yourself known to us? Use our energy to move objects or to touch one of us.
PCP one, can you stop? Because it actually plays with people's minds.
Yeah, it actually makes you feel a bit sick, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Say, like, I'm genuinely not. I was actually sniffing that to think, like... See, because as soon as
Oh,
I come through that door, I have to
Yeah, yeah.
No, the second you leave there, you can't smell the
You
TCP.
can't smell it. No. What the hell?
that could be a good place to try and talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, there was a bit of hide and seek going on downstairs. Like, there's this big thing. There's a big map. There's a room. It's got a big map in the middle of it, and behind you is like quite a long piece of machinery, and you can walk all the way around that. But like, floorboards creak the other side. So you walk around and you go, yeah.
So weird.
That is very weird.
That has moved a bit. Because it was.
Also, just
it
remember
has.
though that
It
the
has
top
moved
part,
a tiny bit.
Also, just remember that the top part.
What, that bit there?
Yeah, because also if you remember on the top part, I remember that one of us ended up leaning on the end of that, so we might have ended up nudging it, so which is why that's
Possibly.
moved slightly, potentially.
Although it depends when
Yeah,
but
no,
I put
I
it.
don't know whether or not it was before or
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, but the thing
But
is,
it has also slightly moved
if
to
you
the left.
has that moved it at all?
No.
No, as in like, it was as though someone actually leant on here.
Yeah,
That's what I'm on about. Potentially.
No, that
No.
that still doesn't
No,
move it.
Literally, not
No.
unless you were physically forcibly pushing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
even when you tap that, it doesn't move it. So
Yeah, it has moved a little bit to this way.
Slid over where you've drawn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I put it right in the centre. So then it was So that has moved a bit. Not much, but it has.
You know the static noise we were hearing in the other area?
Yeah,
You
it's
stand there, you can hear it again.
It's still now it's doing it here.
No, because it's coming from the vent. Because you can hear it moving through there. But we couldn't hear that a minute
We
ago.
couldn't hear it.
We couldn't hear that a second ago.
So why would it now be doing that here? It's like it's moving around.
Sorry, that wasn't meant rudely, but I was like, wait.
No, that's understandable
that
because
is really creepy. Because you can actually hear the noise. Is it that?
I mean it is plugged in.
It could be that, Robin.
Yeah, but also while we hear it upstairs, unless there's an extra one.
What is it?
It's a thermostat.
Oh.
Thermostat control. Debunked.
But if there's a thermostat control, why is that room so cold?
This is what I was saying. This is what we were all saying. If that thermostat control is working,
then that room
this
should be
room,
the same temperature as
that room, every single room should be the same temperature. The only thing that Chris said was because obviously this room's carpeted. That's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't explain the really, really freezing.
Yeah, like the major change.
And it started to go down further and further as we were talking about it as well, didn't it?
Like it's still cold.
Downstairs, actually, in the control room. As we stayed in the same area, the longer that we stayed, the colder it got.
Yeah.
Things in this room, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did in the room that we were in earlier.
What, you felt more comfortable in this room than in here?
Yeah, no. If for some reason I feel safer in here and in there than what I did in the computer room. Like, I've had no neck pain, and like if you feel like sides of my neck, they're both now roughly the same temperature. I'm still slightly colder.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But it's back down to its normal temperature. I'm not getting any more neck pain.
On our last part of the investigation, all of the group met up and went into the sick bay. Using the dowsing rods, we got a form of connection with the spirit of Lillian, who earlier my team had communicated with, and had been told about the murders of innocent individuals whose lives had been lost at her hands. George, who we had communicated with earlier in the episode, was one of her victims. The responses were undeniably weird, but by the end of the vigil, we had confirmation of many aspects about Lillian's intentions. After some time during the vigil, Ellen was starting to show some discomfort, and through the dowsing rods, turned out, was Lillian. She was standing directly behind Ellen and pushing into her right shoulder. After some time, it was time to call it quits, and I asked Joanne, a spirit attached to myself, to come in and remove Lillian from the area. Within seconds of asking, things changed. Ellen's discomfort ceased. The smell of TCP had disappeared from the area and was confirmed by every member of the team. With the whole atmosphere changed, we decided that it was time to finish off the night. Are there any spirits here with us? What did you say was the name that came out downstairs?
Norman Banks.
Norman, are you here? No.
His father was supposedly named Frank Banks.
Frank? Frank Banks, are you here?
it seems like.
Lillian, are you here?
That's more of a positive than the others.
Oh, that was weird. I just had a really round, like a flash of light just went woof in front of the camera there.
Okay, Lillian, if that's you, can you please close the rods? Put them back in the centre. I want to confess that you need a chaplain here. Something you're guilty of doing. Unfortunately, Lillian, we already know. Your secret's out. And unfortunately, you can't take us. We won't let you. And your little plaything, George, has moved over. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. So the best thing you could do is answer our questions, please. Who was the last person you murdered? The last person of the chain that you decided to remove from here? Is he still here with us? Or did he move on? Open the rods if he moved on. Is he still here? Funny feeling she's playing.
Yeah. Are you messing us about? Are you going to talk to us properly? Are you in this room? Can you point to where you're stood?
Oh, sorry.
Are you stood next to Chris? No? Are you stood next to Marcus? Was George the last person you murdered?
Sorry.
That's more of a yes. Did you hit him with a bedpan first? But you bludgeoned him first, didn't you? You hit him first round the head. And then did you push him down the stairs or over the banister into the stairwell?
Did you try and make his death look like a suicide?
Was it because he found out about what you'd done to his wife and his children? Wow, that's a big yes. You were jealous, weren't you? You were jealous of the life he had and you didn't. If that was the case, why kill them?
got to readjust.
That's interesting.
You see that as well? Behind there in the shadow. Where the shadow is, there's like lights coming up every now and again.
No, the thing that I found interesting is when I stepped over here a minute ago, the light went off. But I've just moved closer to it and it's not gone off again.
Lillian, behind Ellen, there's a light on the bed. Can you switch it on? Can you make the light come on, please? Or one of the gadgets on the bed. Trigger them, make them go off. Did you yourself die because of what you did? Did you take your own life? Your life was taken from you because of your crimes. So someone did find out what you did, and you were made to be punished for what you did. Unfortunately, as the night drew to a close, our phones had run out of battery, cameras had almost died, and we had to inevitably call it a night. Thank you for witnessing the truth with us again. We hope to see you on our next episode coming at the end of May, and until then, we bid you a good night, and we'll play you some of our bloopers for your enjoyment. Good night.
I'm just going to stay in the doorway here for a second. Whatever you do, do not make me piss my pants, because that would suck massively. I don't have a clean pair of anything, so I'm not going to be able to see shit. But whatever you do, like I said, please don't make me piss myself, because I need to pee. And that is the last thing that I need tonight, is smelling of piss. Please, that would not be very helpful at all to me.
ROTA was a Ministry of Defence programme to harden and increase the capability of, I don't know, because I haven't read my lines properly.
Shit.
There you go.
Way!
First blooper. Come and touch one of us. Use our combined energy.
Guide me through the doorway without walking into the frame.
I'm sure Chloe's down there.
Almost there.
Yep.
It's me.
With glowy eyes. Jesus Christ, I saw that. I was like, shit.
That's why I said, why did they have to put the mannequins? Because it makes it 10 times worse. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Just put that on there. That should pick that up as well, because it's getting a full wide shot.
So after all that, don't walk past the music box, don't set off the music box, you just fucking walk up to it and just...
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that it hadn't just died again like it did last time. Or anyone else here.
I can't. You can't really bend that.
Oh, no wonder I can't see shit.
Do you want to use your other phone?
There you go, there's a locker, you can see it now. God. Failed at life. That looks horrid. I thought that was shrimp then. I was like, what's that? All of the stomach. All of the stomach. Just Chris falling into the locker.
Are there any spirits in here with us? Yeah. If there are. Really, Chris?
Yes, there is. No.
Blinded by the light.
According to a source that we have within the team, TikTok is actually referring to somebody that is doing the march that happens during the World War. Well, the march that happens between the World War... What? What the hell am I talking... Okay, that was an epic fail on my part. Oh, my microphone is pointing in the wrong direction, so all you're going to hear is... There was a source that we had back in World War... Yeah, you know, if you have the camera... No, if you have the microphone facing towards your face like this, Sam, then people will be able to hear you, and you won't look like such a dickhead when it comes to the final edit. One of our... That's all, folks. Oh, no. Oh, God, it's been a long day to Tipperary. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm just spouting crap. Help! One of our reliable sources from the team has said that TikTok is something that sergeants used to use as a way to inform people of how to work in order. Walk in order, Sam! Walk! It's walk! What is wrong with you? It even says it there. Walk. Work, walk, same shit. In this part of the investigation, we decided to do a wooju. A wooju bood. We decided to do the wooju bood now. We're gonna do the weird... Oh, now my alarm's going off. Frickin' fantastic. Just while I'm recording. I should have put that on frickin' mute. And I didn't even do that either. Good one.
Before our second vigil started, we placed an